cancels were like some of the slickest thing. Like he somehow makes like Ganon look like a mid-speed character when he's slower on the the slower spectrum. We got some SeaBass chants in the chat, but Bandit also known to be a crowd favorite. Alright, so yeah, something that you can do at these low percents is that dare up, the weak dash attack, very good combo. I was about to say you can do like weak dash attack up here, but you know, he decided to go for a different combo route.
And such a good catch on the jump
Yeah,
using his up B. That was really brilliant. It also like caught Bandit just sitting and shielding. I thought that was really smart. I thought Bandit might have like tried to commit to like the drop down blunderbuss command grab. Doesn't go for it, and that forward is so active. That would have caught neutral get up. That would have caught a goal. It was like that move is so big.
With the misinput on the, I guess he was either looking for either neutral B or side, sorry, down B or side B. Trying to kind of break space with his zone breakers. Gets a trip on the down smash. That's going to be pretty big damage. Yeah, he's doing such a good job at like calling out Bandit's defensive options. Like Bandit finally caught on to the fact that he's swinging a lot and catching these defensive options rather than relying on tomahawks or other less punishable ways to call
I feel like the down A was so telegraphed. Bandit was so confident that he'd be able to connect. I feel like oh my god, Sebastian, the way that he's like treating the corner is so menacing. And like the one time you do get like stuck shielding, I bet he's just gonna be able to adapt so quickly and be able to go for this command grab.
It's also the micro spacing on his fair. It's like every time that Bandit's like, oh, he's gonna fair my shield, he'll like jab or throw out like his quick grounded option, and like he'll be slightly out of range, and just he gets hit by like one of the strong aerials in the game. Ooh, yeah, very unfortunate for Bandit that his Gamball despawned just as SeaBass was about to get hit by it.
Yeah, and look at the way that he is controlling center stage. He's being really patient, except for that one time he overextended. But honestly, like Bandit was just terrified of getting back, and he was so close to be able to recover.
What a nasty angle! That like it sent him under stage, and he had no chance to do a tech jump to try and get out of it.
Yeah, the PS2 Pineapple is so menacing, especially for his limited of a recovery that Ganon has. Able to get a proper out of shield punish, 26%, very clean. But I feel like Bandit still is trying to fight his way out of the corner and just is not able to do so.
Yeah, SeaBass's shield pressuring is just so calculated and clean, and like that's where Bandit's being consistently like called out, is that he'll be in these close range scuffles and he'll always like slightly misjudge where SeaBass is positioning himself, get whip punished, and be put in such a bad position. But
the way that Bandit is spacing these blunderbusses, it makes it so difficult for SeaBass to be able to punish it. He needs to be respecting these, honestly, because the way that K.Rool is able to position himself under the PS2 platform and do it just like makes him completely immune to Ganon's falling aerials. Like Ganon just has to find a way to get around it, get center stage, and just respect K.Rool doing that. But at that percent, neutral air more than enough to take it, and Sebastian gonna be taking it with a super close stock lead.
Yeah, that was a smart call on SeaBass's part, because like by doing that, by whiffing that up B, that almost telegraphed to Bandit that he was looking for that option. So that's why Bandit did end up opting for the jump out of shield, because he's like, wait, he's jumping towards me. Is it up B? And he didn't quite react to the hitbox that was being thrown at him. Yeah, you can see the jump out of shield there.
Yeah, that was sneaky. Very well played though.
Yeah, but Bandit did seem to like clean it up towards the end. Like he was starting to hit his ledge traps, and like he was figuring out how to like edge guard SeaBass. But let's see if if SeaBass can keep up this pressure, or if Bandit's full adaptation is finally gonna catch up and let him take this game too. The try and shoot forward throw dash attack. Ooh,
it's such a good way to set up attack chase, because the cannonball would have effectively covered attack in, attack out rather. And the blunderbuss suck is just going to be able to cover the end. Like, I don't think there was anything Sebastian could have actually done there to avoid like taking a hit.
Yeah, speaking of using their options really really intelligently, like not only SeaBass,
oh my god, that was
impeccable. Yeah, that was also a very great reverse on B, because like had he missed, he was dead. Like he just had so much momentum off of it that like you have to up B this way, or else you're going to like get down air and just die. Or like get ledge trapped and die.
I'm going to be trying to set up the down throw there. Doesn't find it, but that Gimp is not going to take it quite yet. You see how patient SeaBass is being off stage. He's not booting his double jump. Bandit has to get a little bit more comfortable with trying to go for the second Gimp, maybe, or he has to commit to a kill option off stage, because otherwise that neutral air just is not going to be...
Oh my god, that was terrifying. Oh,
that
I hated
that.
that.
Was just well played. Yeah, like SeaBass did it to himself. He locked himself into that position.
That was
It was
anxiety.
definitely like a good hard read, but like since Bandit did use the try and true tactic of like just waiting on the ledge for those extra couple of seconds, trying to like throw the opponent off their rhythm. Like SeaBass was so ready for like an immediate roll, and like yeah, Bandit did like an option that would have been covered by the up smash, but since he delayed it, he wasn't able to get the immediate reaction.
But that time you saw Bandit, he went off stage, he waited as long as possible so that SeaBass was forced to burn his double jump or else he would die at that point, and then was just able to get a successful Gimp. Now he's a lot more comfortable fighting in that range. He tries to go for a little bit of a cheeky stock kill, but does not find it.
Yeah, SeaBass looks like he's definitely starting to fish for this kill now, and Bandit's catching on to it, so that's something he has to really watch out for. You know, he's being real greedy with these ledge traps, getting hit over and over again. This lead's getting extended more and more and more.
What pressure that was! He just made Bandit afraid. He was sitting in shield, he was terrified, and just able to hit him with an up B like that. That is a flex. That is such a good way to take it. Such a like a surefire way to be able to take the stock.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes, something really neat about like both like Captain Falcon and Ganon, like they actually do share like a similar version of like Tokyo Drift Tech, like to get extra range out of their up Bs. So that's something that like you can see occasionally. Nice.
I was about to see about to
What
take the
is
bait.
this? This is a disaster.
It could be a disaster, or it could be
SeaBass
quite the
has
fortune
to
for.
respect, he has to respect the blunderbuss, because otherwise he's just gonna die like that next time.
Yeah, he did get weak dash tech there, but like he went for fair instead of up air, and since it wasn't full hot, that ended up costing him the game, because like that could have been stock there, you know, with just how strong Ganon's aerials are and all the rage he had stored up.
Yeah, but this time the belly, instead I believe that was the up tilt, is gonna be more than enough to take it again.
Yeah, that was also fresh up tilt, so like you have the freshness bonus. I think it's like 1.9 times stronger than base.
Just look at this chase, like
Yeah, that was
honestly,
hype.
Bandit was so afraid of getting spiked that he tries to recover out. And honestly, it was like a good mix-up on his part, but I feel like SeaBass just knows his flow chart so well, he understands his characters so well, that he was like, okay, I have the golden option for this. He timed it really well too. That was just good execution on his part, I think.
Yeah, this bread and butter at the end there.
Almost lived that. Wait, he almost lived that up tilt.
Was that close? Hold on, I'm gonna watch it again.
Look at it.
Let's see.
He's at 141, gets grabbed. That puts him to like 153 afterwards.
Yeah, you're right. Totally almost
lived that. I can't help but think if he tried to like buffer the down B from that position, he might have been able to live, because it's able to like momentum cancel and propel you a little bit forward.
Yeah, there's also a fact to switch DI, where like it looked like he was DIing, so he didn't die off the top. But like I don't know if he was able to switch his DI fast enough in order to not die off the side. Because there are moves like that where like they send out that diagonal, so you have to make sure you don't die off the top blast zone, but then you also have
And
to
then you
switch.
have to make sure you don't die to the horizontal blast zone. Just
Yeah.
a little bit. You have to listen. To play Smash, you gotta know like basic trigonometry. Okay, guys.
Gotta find your high on pot nooses and everything. Alright.
Oh god, Smashville I feel like is such a good stage for Bandit, because I feel like SeaBass still does not know how he's going to be breaking it on these blunderbusses. Bandit's able to position himself under the platform, and I feel like SeaBass just keeps running into it.
Yeah, it's also so limiting on the angles of attack that you can kind of choose. Like because the platform is center stage, like you kind of have to like almost win neutral to make use of the platform. Whereas like on almost every other stage of the game, you can be playing from the corner, but still like for the most part have the platform available to you.
You see, this time SeaBass, he respected it, and instead of trying to punish the blunderbuss directly, he tried to punish what Bandit was going for, almost getting the lead with the up air, going for the regrab, but this time just goes for the up throw instead. Wow, SeaBass just cannot find the landing for himself at all. Really good spacing on his recovery, just to be able to catch Bandit's edge guarding attempt there. Such a good way to get off of ledge. Honestly, he spaced himself perfectly just to be able to go around the win box and still be able to hit Bandit. Wow, Bandit this is starting to really snowball for SeaBass.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to. My parents were calling me or something. All right. So yeah, like Bandit really did turn around. As I said, like as soon as he kind of figured out how like SeaBass was starting to put on that corner pressure, he was able to to turn the tide pretty convincingly. But
Yeah, this is looking really good for SeaBass right now. He's just able to keep on piling this damage so much. I love the fact that he went for the jab out of the weak dash attack instead of one of his aerials, because it just put Bandit at such an angle that he was forced to snap onto ledge. It ultimately gave SeaBass so much more stage, much more than he could have asked for.
yeah, it sets up for it still sets up for the 50-50 scenario like he's looking for, but like it allows you to not lose to like a trade. Where like if he goes for that up air, there's a chance that Bandit can sneak out the Nair armor, and then he loses the trade. And like
oh no! And what a way to finish it! And he's gonna take it with a reverse warlock punch. Such a fitting end.
Wow.
That was sick. That was sick.
Speaking of, I literally was just talking about Nair armor, and he gets his super armor broken by the out smash.
Yeah. I was gonna also mention like how, you know, like K.Rool being one of the heaviest in the game, even like a weak dash attack at that percent just like might not give SeaBass enough time to throw out a neutral air or an up air or something along those lines. So he just went for the quickest, safest option, something that was extremely reliable. I just feel like that just keeps on showing off how much knowledge he has of his own character.